It's pretty chaotic. It's gotten better. The first week was, I would classify it as a small nightmare. This is one of those things that can take 20 minutes, finding a hairbrush.
This is a recent Thursday morning at the Wiekings.
All right, we got a comb.
We asked the family to show us how remote learning
Spray your hair.
is really going.
What's that? Okay, let me know when you're ready. Although, actually, usually right before the class meeting now, we usually would go downstairs and have what we call scream time. Okay, ready? Good. So we run around and scream and jump and do all that. It's not a beautiful scene down in the basement.
And this is their scream room, the most 2020 thing I've seen yet.
Okay, you ready?
A literal place to scream before school starts.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's the best part of the morning, honestly. You guys have about 10 more minutes.
Back upstairs.
Okay, pour it in.
Mom Rachel helps first grader B log on.
Do you remember all the steps?
Yeah.
Nope, that's an A, that's okay.
I'm just trying.
Gives twin brother John a time check.
Yeah, you got about 5 more minutes to do your game.
Does a quick interview with us.
We just want them to be able to read by the end of the year, write pretty well, and everything else is just like a bonus, basically. Okay, kiddos, I think 8:44. Okay, time to turn your screens off.
And now it's time for school.
Class time, can you grab your computer?
The twins are in different classes at Woodlawn Elementary. B is in Lionel Clegg's first grade class.
Good morning, B.
Good morning.
We had a camera getting video of him from a distance that same day.
We are going to go ahead and get started. I love seeing as many friends as I do today. Miss B, I could use your help, my lady.
B sits in the dining room. Rachel, who sits there with her, said this is the first time she's sat still since she started remote learning a month ago.
So immediately, first of all, she's always trying to get out of the screen. She doesn't really want to be in the screen. And then if she is in the screen, she's just kind of like all over the place. So I started letting her draw. So then she's just over on the side drawing. And every once in a while I prompt her, are you listening to what Mr. Clegg is saying?
Miss B, I could use your help, my lady.
Did you hear that? 4 + 3, and she's just like, what?
And I want the whole class to say it. 2 + 3 = 5.
She's completely checked out. She's just not even hearing. And then she's just messing with stuff. She's talking to me constantly. She's, putting her head down. She's laying down on the floor. She'll grab her bunny and just like lay down on the floor and suck her fingers. And it's just, it's like that chair is, boiling hot and she can't stand it.
How do you like school?
Good, not so good.
And what's not so good?
Listening, and it's just really boring.
What is the hardest part about doing school this way?
Sitting. 7 - 6 is 1.
John, in Anthony Lowry's first grade class, is a little more engaged.
Yeah, he's doing better. He doesn't like it either, and he says this is boring and I hate this, but in spite of himself, he will get engaged when Mr. Lowry starts asking for answers. So when Mr. Lowry starts doing math problems, he loves math, he will chime in, he kind of can't help himself.
5. That's not that much school, it's just like 30 minutes. And if I was in real school, it'd be 6 hours.
The kid who can go into a classroom and just open their brain and somebody can pour information in there and he kind of just takes it in. He just has a brain that is geared more that way, and B's isn't. So I would, if both of our kids were having the experience that John Russell seems to be having, I would say, yeah, it's a little rocky, but it's going okay. It's okay for temporary. But with B, it's just it's pushing my stress level.
I would say it's going. We've been able to honestly make lemonade out of lemons.
A week later, we spent a Thursday morning with the Greenidge family.
You got 3 minutes. You gotta get back on.
Taryn is in second grade at Woodlawn.
It's getting a little bit better now.
Fun,
I mostly like math.
And Amila is in 5th.
Very fun, but not fun at the same time. But it's very educational. But I miss all my friends, though, and I want to see them in person.
9:53, we got 7 minutes till Mila starts class.
Dad Tim said setting the kids up with their own separate stations has been key to making this work.
Making sure that they've got a quiet place to do their work, to go through the lessons plan.
Taryn is in the office.
You guys, the teacher is about to join. She's gonna be here at...
Mom Alicia is also in the office helping Taryn.
The second graders are a bit rambunctious in the morning.
And also trying to do her own work.
I am working as well. My job has been very, very forgiving and very understanding.
Amila is in her bedroom.
We will talk about the to-do list for today.
Much more independent as a 5th grader.
Yes, I think it's very easy for an older kid to do distance learning because they know what to do.
We just wrote one number in 3 different ways.
Thanks, Amila.
When she gets stuck, she has Mom and Dad.
They've been helping me a lot, especially my dad. I ask him for help and he helps me.
Nice.
The family has it down, but they wouldn't call it easy.
Nice. It's absolutely forced me to increase my patience because if I'm frustrated, I know my daughters are going to get frustrated. And they feed off of me, honestly. So I've just got to make sure I've got my poker face on. You know, when time is hard, I got to make sure I'm that rock solid support that they need. So honestly, it's really forced me, honestly, I think, to be a better parent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Principal Andrea Porter Lopez knows this can be a struggle.
We get it. We're living it ourselves.
Things at Woodlawn are going better this fall than they did in the spring, when 60% of kids weren't logged on. Right now, less than 20 kids out of more than 320 haven't engaged yet.
For families who have support at home for the kids and where the kids have pretty solid internet access, as long as they have the schedule, their child's on and participating and completing assignments. When any of those variables kind of fall off or are lacking, it just makes it a whole lot harder.
So I'm looking for those hands.
Mr. Clegg said his participation is up too.
Appreciate those friends sitting up nice and straight.
He had 20 out of 26 kids in class that day, compared to the spring, when some days would be half that number. But it's more than just logging on.
Excellent job again.
He plans to work in small groups or directly with parents of the kids who are there but not participating.
Because maybe it's just that they're too nervous or, reluctant to speak in front of such a large audience. So I want to give them the opportunity or the way that is going to help them thrive the best.
Back at the Wiekings, Rachel still worries.
2020 just sucks. Yeah, it is. It's really hard because
a trained artist, she thinks about her creative friends who were never school people and equate that with intelligence.
They've stigmatized themselves, like, I'm dumb, I can't learn math, I don't know how to, and I'm always with those friends like, no, it's really not, it's not like that. You are brilliant. And so I see my daughter and I see what a full person she is and what an interesting and creative and really smart girl that she is. And it just kills me to think that she's gonna grow up with this feeling like she's dumb, especially because her brother is so much naturally better at that sort of school learning. So yeah, it kind of breaks my heart, and I'm also really mad at myself that I don't know exactly how to help her. I'm not a teacher, I'm not a child expert, I don't, know how to teach my kid how to crack that open for her.
Even though it has not been going great, she said it has gotten a little easier.
Done.
And it can only go up from here.
Okay, you can sign off. I don't think we'll go back this year, this entire school year. I'm just assuming it's all going to be remote. But yeah, we'll get through it,
If not, there's always the scream room.
Okay, we're going to go get in the car.
I'm Cristin Severance, KGW News.